how many of you did read the WhatsApp manual before use it? I'm very sure that no one. And despite of that, billions of people use it around the world without difficulty. So that should be the North Star for the new generation of wallets, not having to explain how to make transactions. So that's the proposal for today. And well, the problem is that, you know, complex crypto adoption is stuck, right? Because it's still very complex for most of the people. People like normal people outside, our families, our grandparents, our friends. So why is that? Because we still have a complex UX, a lot of code, a lot of menus that are not relevant for final users. Also, with these complex concepts like chains and fees, that makes very cumbersome for normal people. Also, we assume that everybody needs to know the blockchain concepts and how the wallets work before using. That's not the case. Again, going back to my example with WhatsApp, 99% of people doesn't know what is the protocol behind WhatsApp, and that's okay. Despite of that, our uncles know how to send memes around the world without a problem. So in addition of that, if we are talking about sending money, well, that is also another cause of rejection and skepticism for people to using crypto wallets, because nobody wants to lose money when making these complex transactions, right? So, and one final barrier is language. Language is like blockchain topics are most still in English, but population around the world doesn't need to speak English about this. So we need to localize these concepts to translate it in order to make them useful for the rest of the people. So that's the problem that we have with wallets currently. What I'm proposing today is that let's take advantage of AI in order to create the next generation of wallets. Why is that? Because AI can help us to hide the complexity around these operations. How? We can use AI to develop smart assistants that follow all the process that accompany the users in order this journey. And AI will hide all these complex mechanisms, leaving only the interaction, the basic interaction for the users. Also, I'm proposing to base this new generation of wallets in XRP because of the speed, of the cost, and the global reach, but also with a key component in financial inclusion. We need to develop these use cases like remittances, payments, and savings based on these wallets. So that's the proposed solution. What will be the main features of these AI-powered wallets nowadays? Well, an onboarding experience for everyone. They have to explain crypto in plain language, no technicisms, no complex concepts for most of the people. Also, to make personalized recommendations for people about as long the users start using these wallets, they will get better recommendations and other concepts instead when they start becoming more advanced user. So very important, the next one, contextual help. So we can use this as an opportunity to educate the people with contextual questions. For example, what is gas? What is a blockchain? How do I make a transfer? This should be transparent for people to start learning these concepts in case they needed to do it, in case they want to do it, not necessarily. And also very important, automatic translation. As I said before, most of the people around the world, around the planet, doesn't speak English. And they don't need to start speaking English or to learn these concepts in English in order to start using wallets. So, and I just learned today, I have to be honest with you, but these kind of solutions are part of a new category called intent-based protocol. Thank you, Christian Nunez, if you are around there, because to introduce me the concept. And well, let's take a look how will be or how these wallets could work. right? So I'm going to change this one. Here is my prototype. It looks more like a chatbot base. It's not more like an AI agent ready. But why I'm telling that it's an AI agent? Because it has an interaction as a chatbot, but it's already connected to APIs for the XRP. So just to make sure that this is for everyone, I'm going to use it in my language, Spanish, not English. So the idea of the wallet is that to start making some answers for the user. Obviously, the demos god is very severe with me today. It is supposed that the answer has to be in Spanish as well. I don't know why he's not doing that, but anyways. So, but as you can say, people start to interacting with this kind of wallet. I'm not showing seed phrases, code, APIs. Those complex concepts are behind. So, for example, let me okay, in this case, I don't have a wallet. Hold on. So in this part, when I make the command, the agent connects directly with APIs over the XRP Ledger and start to making some transactions in name of the user. Obviously, this is an MVP. It can be some improvements in the messages, but what I'm doing here, I'm just going to found my test wallet. I'm going to rely on the okay, so now I have some funds in my wallet. So here it is. You can see that now it's created and with already some funds to be used. So I keep doing that, but the time is running out. So as you can see, it was plain language for most of the users. What will be the next steps? Obviously, we need to make more solid wallet. We need to integrate KYC and compliance automation, but will be the same as sending my image of my ID and get verified internally to improve the AI capability, multi-language capability. It is supposed that they are to answer me in Spanish. I didn't know why they didn't do it now. And what will be the use cases? What will be a good pilot for this kind of wallets? Well, let's partner with remittance networks and NGOs in order to disperse funds around the world. You saw it. I can start talking in any language and make it simple for everyone. And also, according with this new wave of AI protocols, well, an MCP protocol will be great in order to have better control of this stuff. Yes. I want to share some lessons learned in this part. For me, it was very important. I think AI is not a fashion, a buzzword anymore. You can see that we can make really useful and powerful applications. It took me 2 days to build these ones. So for me, it was very impressed about how faster you can develop real applications. Simplicity and trust are most valuable than more features. You can download any app, any wallet, and you will see so many options and buttons. But for most of the people, that is overwhelmed instead of useful. So we need to make simple products for most of the people. And real-world use cases build adoption, not hype. What I mean by that is that when these kind of tools are useful for the people, they will really adapt. The same as WhatsApp, right? So you don't need a very sophisticated manual in order to make people start using this kind of application. And lesson learned for me in a personal way, by coding to develop MVPs is the next way to work. Finally, I just want to share very quickly. I don't know how much time I have, but this is what the agentic AI is built on. I use Firebase as base. It has the component of the AI backend with a knowledge base in Gemini. Obviously, we can refine that part. We can fine-tuning in order to do that. I forgot that the AI answers are limited to the topics of the blockchain. So if I start making other questions outside of the topic, the wallet automatically says that they is not able or is out of the scope, and they don't reply anymore. And also, well, the US wallet or the interface with the APIs of the XRP testnet, and a very basic use for the Node.js for the UX. So that's it. I don't think I have time for taking questions. Otherwise, well, when I finish, I can take questions. Thank you so much for the time, and I hope this is a good use, or you can take this as an inspiration and keep developing these kind of tools for your local countries. Thank you.